Hey,
What's going on, y'all? What's
how's
new?
everyone doing?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
I'm excited.
Are you?
I'm moist with anticipation.
Oh my God, you're moist.
Moist.
Are you moist?
I'm moist, baby.
You're moist.
Moisture.
Oh, moist.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. Mhm.
here we are. Okay,
Hey kids, how's it going? How's everyone doing?
what's new? What's
So
going
good to
on?
see you. I see Grace said, it's been a long week already. She needs some Kiki and a virtual therapy session.
Baby, listen, I'm not even going. We not. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, all of that. Hey, Grace. Hey, Atlas. And oh, Grace was the first person in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Bear, listen, Bear Marvin. That's what we doing. That's how we doing it. Moist. Moist. That's what we're doing. Best friend. Hi.
Along those lines,
Were we starting off a little soon or what? Okay.
just this is one.
Thank you for letting me get up this morning and have a really good bowel movement. Thank you for getting me up in time to make me a BLT for breakfast and a big old cup of coffee, Jesus. Also, today is Friday. Please give me the strength not to slap nor cuss out that one damn bitch today. Thank you. And Lord, give my lips some healing. When I was trimming up my mustache with my razor, I done cut the top of my darn lip up. Lord, give me the strength to turn my frown upside down and not to mollywop not one bitch. Lord, I did one hell of a job cutting my lip up because that thing right now was on fire. Lord, thank you for giving me the sense to know when somebody stared at me when I'm sitting over here trying to do my prayer. What are you looking at, bitch? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch. No. Dear Lord, I thank you.
I just thought that was amusing, and I find him very funny.
I love that young man. That young man is funny.
Genre of videos where with the split screen, because I want to see the video. I don't need to see your dumb ass.
Yeah, I like
the screen, but I like him. So yeah,
some really good
so
stuff.
anyway, yeah. So it's a lot going on. So we got Grace and Atlas and Bear Marvin and Manga and Lola, baby. I don't know if I have Lola's permission to. I probably don't have them to share them publicly, but I'm about to send you these pictures of Lola when she was a teenager. You thought she was fine now. When I tell you,
is she all through the picture? Is she giving body language?
Baby, it is. She's like would a girl like me do this? Baby, I was like, God, baby, she was so gorgeous. I was like, she would have turned me.
So
she would have turned me. I would have been like, God damn.
She just said, "You have my permission."
I'm pulling it up now. I'm pulling it up.
All right.
Hold on, let me get the screen together.
Lola, listen, girl, listen. I'm telling you, like we better. The funny thing is when we're in that space of feeling good, looking good, or like am I the only person that remembers exactly how I was feeling? And many of the times I look back on these pictures and I'd be like, I wasn't feeling my best in this picture. Like I wasn't feeling like that. Now wait a minute. Now can we make that a little bit larger? Because she look a little tiny, and I'm just trying to make sure I can.
That one's hard to see. I will.
Okay. But listen, it's screaming very 1980s with the way this dress is cut.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That young man is decorated with all these medals on his jacket.
Yes. But then, hold on, we gotta go back. So let me get back to. There we go.
Come on, Lola. Her name was Lola.
Uh-huh.
was a showgirl.
Baby, I know she had that young man. I know she had that young man eating out of her hand.
And everything else.
Mm-hmm. And this one is what sells it.
Not with the back, not with the over. Listen, wait. First off, she's given Bunny DeBarge, Lisa Colt Jam.
I couldn't think of who it was. I could not think of who it was, but yes, this is very Bunny DeBarge.
Oh my God, with the feathers in the back, and then we got the poofy shoulders. And listen, Lola, you is doing it. Oh crap! I was supposed to give y'all my let me.
But yeah, so
about that. I'm sorry.
Our good sis Lola was turning the young boys out and having them. I'm sure they was offering all kinds of things to you.
Listen, and they still are.
I know they are. I know they still are.
Whether she's taking advantage of it from they, them, him, her, whatever. Listen, girl, get your life. Get your life, girl. Get your life. Get your life. These are just a few of my proms. Well, Lola, how many proms did you go on? Like, were you that girl?
Lola had a very full dance card, honey.
Yeah, I was like, Lola, how many what's going on? Hey, and it's Tom. Hey, Tom, how are you?
Tom, how are you?
Thanks. I wish we could say the same about you. We can't see you right now, but we're happy you're here.
3 proms, 5 balls, and many semi-formals. I feel like I went to 2 proms and a couple of homecomings.
I did a soft hop and I did my prom. That's it. I didn't go anybody else's. Yeah.
What exactly is a sock hop?
Soft hop. This 10th grade sophomore year hop. It wasn't a dance or a prom. It wasn't a dream. It was just a 10th grade dance. That's all it was. And I went.
Now, did you live in Philadelphia or Indiana? Because that's some Midwest shit, right?
It was still the 80s.
I've heard of the term, but never like in an urban setting. I only heard it we went to the sock hop and then we killed a couple of Negroes.
Soft. Not
well, no, the term is called sock hop.
Well, for me and the event that I attended, it was called a soft hop. So sophomore hop. That's what it was. That's
SOPH, soft hop. Okay, got it.
And so she went to Girls High, like a big school in Philadelphia. And we went to elementary school together. And I knew her. We were friends. Her name was Renee Gaddy. And it was cute. You know, we had a cute little time. And so it's so funny because when she asked me to go, I was like, all right, well, sure, I'll go. You know, cool, no problems. I had to go home and try to find some shit, put some shit together. So when I came in the house, she was like, I was wondering what she was going to wear, so I just had to figure it out. So I got like 3 different things I picked out. So then she came downstairs in one outfit, but then she said, no, I'm going to change to make it look so much better. So she had this like black and white type of dress. It was like the top was white, the bottom was black, and I had on like light gray slacks and a black top. So we were kind of like opposite and at the same time, whatever. It was what it was. I showed up at the dance and I looked at all the girls and I was like, hey, how y'all doing? Hey,
hey.
And I sat on down. So, but I had a good time though. I did. I had a good time. So I was glad I went with her. Glad I had that memory of her. And it's funny because she's no longer with us. She passed away from an aneurysm in our second year of college. She went to Swarthmore and she was running track for them and she wound up having an aneurysm and she passed away. But yeah, I remember her very well, and I have the pictures to remember that always. So yeah, that was a good time. Good time. Good time.
This is my senior year picture.
Who that man?
So
first off, seeing you without any glasses is one thing, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Now, from the pictures that I've seen of your father, I think you look more like your father here to me, from what I remember.
That's my mother right there.
Right, but I also
look exactly like her.
But you, like me, I look more like my mother
Yeah.
But you can definitely tell that I'm my father's child. And in certain pictures, I look like him. So that's what I'm saying.
It often is just whoever I'm standing next to.
Right.
Or pictured next to.
So, but okay, all right. Now listen, I done found it somewhere. I don't know. I got to go pull it up. But I definitely, let me write myself a note because I forgot all about it. I'm so sorry, y'all. But I am not ashamed of none of my high school pictures, so I will gladly pull them out. My yearbook is actually right in, so I actually can grab my yearbook real quick. Matter of fact, why don't we do that? Let me grab my yearbook.
Go ahead, grab your yearbook. I'll vamp.
Vamp.
So, baby, the way that I am ready for this weekend because, you know, I'm officially on vacation now because I don't go back to work until Tuesday. You know, I was getting shit done and, you know, the kids want to call. And then even Pap called me and I was like, girl, I can't talk to you forever. I got shit I need to get done because after 5 o'clock, I am out. And then it was like 4:53. I was like, all right, 7 minutes. Send, post. Send, upload. All right.
Baby, don't listen.
I am out of the office Thursday and Friday, August 29th and 30th. I will return all calls upon my return to the office on Tuesday, September the 2nd. And then I set that out of office message to start precisely at 5 p.m. today and continue until 8 a.m. on Tuesday.
Baby, you better say it. So
that's so you understand that I am not answering your email at any point until the workday start next week. I'm not going anywhere, Alice. I'm gonna just be here.
So I don't know how. Let's see if we can do this. I'm gonna show y'all 2 different pictures. Well, a couple different. Okay. And I forgot about this picture because I'm like, damn, I look like a friggin' little kid. Like, I mean, I was, but still. And it's black and white, so y'all gotta forgive me for that. But here we go. Let's see if we can get it up here. Try not to. Woo-wee. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
And then that way you can, I can actually,
I can do my thing.
Yes. But let me get that picture. That picture. Okay, here we go. And let me get to my other picture and I'm gonna send them both to you. All right, that's the wrong one. Here we go.
I'm gonna actually send this picture to you, so then I can actually see it from yours. You know what I mean? Oh no, actually, I'm gonna send it to Child. We are not organized today, but y'all will be all right.
Listen, everybody gonna be fine. That's what we gonna do. That's what we do. We on this shit. We gonna get on here, talk shit, and just do what the fuck we gonna do. That's why we got. Listen, you do that shit when you got your own shit. That's what you do.
Right. If you don't like it, you can get your own goddamn show.
How about that?
I'm joking, girl. I'm joking.
How about them apples? No, you ain't. You ain't joking because I ain't joking. That's
so this picture in this picture. Everyone in this picture is 17 years old.
Jeez.
So if you just look, if you crop out, you know, my mother, is like, yep, that's my father. And if you crop out my father, you're like, yep, that's my mother. And if we add, I don't have my sister's permission to post a picture of her too. But if you put all 4 of us side by side,
it's the like 4 different versions of the same person.
Of the exact same person.
Oh, I get it. I definitely get it. All right, so boom, boom, boom. Okay, I just sent you 3 pictures. Now I hate the fact that these are the black and white ones. I have the color ones. I just these are the quickest ones I know how to get to. So I'm gonna share those with everybody. And so
hold on while I got you. When you asked me where did I get the resting bitch face from?
Is that your mom?
At 10 years old, that was the face that she was giving at 10 years old.
Baby. So this is the funny thing. I don't know about you, but I have a picture of my mother when she was an infant in a snowsuit. And it is so funny to me how you would see these pictures they would take a face off of somebody and stick it on a baby. Literally, that's what they did with my mother. And I was like, girl, your face looks exactly the same. And it was just funny to me. Oh my God.
Oh, come on, stud. Hold on, I'm gonna share these to the Facebooks.
So, but okay, listen, look, I'm looking at loads of my damn it, Epic. And Bougie Girl, hey Bougie Girl, hey Eccentric, Dylan, what's going on, y'all? But I had some great times then, and I'm laughing because I always felt like by the time I graduated from high school, I always felt like, damn, like I look at like our parents and grandparents with their high school pictures, they looked old, like old as shit. But I also felt like for like me and I don't know, my classmates, I felt like we looked young, like we looked like kids playing dress up type of thing. You know what I mean? Like we just looked like kids. But I'm also thinking like, well, maybe they just didn't look that old. And or maybe I'm just that's what I'm remembering is something different. Like that's what I. So listen,
and this is young Epic giving the kids face, body, face.
Standing to the side behind the art. Listen, that's Boathouse Row behind me because we're taking our pictures behind Boathouse Row. So that's where we are. I have
exactly, Bougie Girl. Very youthful, very demure, very cutesy,
very demure. I remember I had on my blue khakis. I had on my yellow, really fuzzy socks, and I had on my Bass shoes with and they had the little coils on it that was coiled up on each side. Yep, that's what I did.
And let's see the next one. Come on.
Listen, that was my what do you call it? The whole glamour shot. Everybody do the
right.
So he was like, take a picture. I was like, oh, okay, there we go. Yep. Yep.
And let's see.
And listen, let me also
like the 9th grade.
No, that was 10th
You look
grade.
younger in this one.
That was 10th grade. That was 2 years prior, but they had it in the yearbook because it was we did a play that year, HMS Pinafore, and I was one of the like sailors on the boat or whatever. So yeah, but I look like a little friggin' kid.
You do. That's why I said this one. You look younger in this one.
Little friggin' kid. That was 2 years before graduation.
Well, all right. That's a lovely trip down memory lane.
Yes, indeedy.
So how was your week?
Listen, this week has been a fucking lot. We're just gonna call it what it is. And I'm sorry if we get struck for some reason because I'm cussing, but it's just been a fucking lot. It's been a
struck by whom?
Yeah, talking about the YouTubes or the Facebooks or somebody. I don't know.
Oh, they'll be all right.
But it's been a lot. It's been a lot of work stuff, as far as I'm concerned, unnecessary, extra. Bougie, that was HMS Pinafore. I am the very model of a model major general, information animal, a vegetable, a mineral. I can't remember the rest of it. But anyway,
I got one more to share with you. You could when the question is
wait a minute. Bitch, the way you have these sunglasses on, like, bitch, I would just give a light slay. I would just sit here and give a light slay. I want y'all to really get it. Like, I would just rest my glasses right here, just so you know, I'm not here to play with you hoes. I'm going to give y'all just a light slay because I'm just sitting here just posed up. But I'm going to give y'all a light slay.
Let me tell you. So this, this was, okay, so this is my house in Clinton because I remember because there was the AC unit, the fan, and the hill, and, flowers and stuff. But when the question is, when did you first know? If someone ever asked my mother, when did you first know your son was a little different? Baby, the way I insisted on this part. And this wasn't a cut part. This wasn't a cut part. This was me brushing that girl down into the sides. Down into the sides, honey. Down into the sides. And what the blue grease and the Murrays, baby, she was
the blue magic. The blue magic.
Yeah, the blue magic girl down into the side, honey. And I loved remember the remember when the two-tone dress shirts first came out with the white collar?
Yeah.
Remember all of the dress shirts, so it will be like a blue dress shirt with a white collar.
Yep.
I went to this store. I can't remember. It might have been like Harold Pennerman of Fashion or whatever it was called in the 80s. And it was this black dress shirt with this red collar. And I fucking lived for that black and red shirt. I wore that girl all the fucking time because I just knew I was turning the girls out with that.
Again, it's the light slave, the sit to the side, the sunglasses, like
bitch, listen, bitch, I was giving you early church lady pose, with my thighs was too big for my legs to come together like that, but I was doing what I could.
And what's really funny is, again, we're the same age. I mean, he's older than I am by a couple months, but I mean, we're still the same age.
Here we go. But yes.
Anyway, I'm laughing because I'm like, bitch, there's a lot of similarities just in the look as I'm looking at like just even like my 10th grade picture and this picture with the side part, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, all right. So I'm laughing when you made that comment about like, oh, if we were brothers, we grew up in the same household, baby, we would have been fighting like shit. We'd have been fighting like shit. And I know it. Because I'd have been like, okay, bitch, go right on this, go to sleep. Bitch, go to sleep. I'd have been like, go to sleep.
And see, I am the kind of brother that will be like, no, we cool.
And I'll be sitting there like, I don't trust that bitch. I'm gonna lock my motherfucking door.
And see, I would really be like, no, for real. We cool.
I'm gonna lock my door. I'm gonna put some booby traps on that motherfucker.
Wait a minute. We cool. No, we cool. I promise you, we cool. I promise you, we are cool. I swear to you, Chet. We are cool. We are good. All that shit you did, all that shit you said, I promise you, we are good.
Okay. Don't trust him. Like, I'm gonna get that bitch. Like, I'm gonna get that bitch.
Just when you least expect it, bitch.
Listen, I get it. I absolutely get it. I got bit on my damn arm by a mosquito the other day, and baby, that thing it's like it got a good meaty part.
Are you okay?
Yeah, but I feel it because I didn't feel it until it was itching and I scratched it. Then I was like, it's getting kind of big. It's almost like exactly.
Anyway, keep going.
So it feels like about a silver dollar type of size. But anyway, yeah. But the week has been. Listen,
who did you have to murder? Or almost murder?
I did not have to murder anybody, but I did have to catch myself several times. We have this thing where during this time of year, we are trying to make sure that everybody can get everything done all at the same time in a space that, where they can get everything. So all the stuff that they need. So if they need admission stuff, if they need the registrar stuff, if they need bursar stuff, like anything they need, we try to put it all in one room so they can kind of get everything taken care of at the start of the semester. Other than that, you just got to go to the individual offices. They could be all across campus.
Right.
We have this sign-in system where you're supposed to come in, sign in to the queue, and then each area gets to administer who comes next. And so we have like 5 or 6 people in my area that were just calling people as they come in, and that's it. Well, people are signing in because they feel like they're going to wait too long. They're leaving and going to like somewhere else on campus. They even went to class and some other bullshit. So when we go to call them, they don't show. We close it out and say it's a no-show. Well, here they come 15, 20 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours later. Somebody called me to this table at this time. Who, baby? Who called you? And at what time did they call you? Oh, you missed your appointment. Most people are like,
back at the bottom of the line now, honey.
Most people are like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And honestly, it's not even an appointment. It's just an order of you being in the queue. So it's not an appointment. But so I had one person that was like, but I had to go to class. I said, well, maybe next time you can carve out some time to come and sit for at least an hour at the most in case something does happen. And this way you can get to be seen. Now, Had he just shut the fuck up?
Oh, he tried to get smart with you?
Baby, he
was
was
this story you were telling me before?
Had he just shut the fuck up, I would have put him right back in the queue. But he kept going on. It just don't make any sense. I don't understand. It's not fair. I was just 5 minutes away. I had to come from class. I got to go to class all day. Baby, you going to class is not my issue. You came in here because you wanted to see us. You signed in to see someone. You were supposed to wait. You didn't wait. You left. You just so happened to get a text message because that's what this service does. And then you ran back over here after we called you.
I don't understand how people think they can do that, though.
And then, so I'm like, but then the fact that you were like, but you see what I'm saying, though? Like, I mean, it's a long time, and I was waiting here a whole hour because I was in class over and so on. I get that. And so if you put me back in the queue, so what, you gonna put me in next? No, because I have all these
other people already had this time booked.
Other people are already here. And he was like, but I mean, I was just 5. That doesn't, you mean y'all don't take into account we have to go to class? That's not how this is set up. This is not an appointment. You are coming to see someone as a walk-in. You just so happen to take the order or keep order. That's why we're taking you in the queue so you can sign in and see people. And on top of that, we can document this, that we saw you. That's the whole other point. Baby, when he started going on and on, and I had to catch myself. And you know how it's just like.
You realize you're going back and forth with a child?
Baby, I was like, Barbara, please! 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 God! Oh. I had one of the moments, and I was just
like, Tina, I'd like to speak to you in the other room.
I got myself together, and I had to tell that young man, I said, listen, I'm sorry that you missed the time that we called you. However, your appointment, your time to see me and sit down and talk with me or anyone else has already passed. I can sign you back in, and you can take a seat and wait. Or you can reschedule. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you come in at 9, you probably have a better chance of seeing someone in a lesser time. But if you see us around 12, 1 or 2, or even 3 going into 4 o'clock, baby, you're going to wait. I'm just telling you that because people have questions. Everybody's doing the same thing that you're trying to do.
Right. Your situation, whatever your situation is, I guarantee you it's not unique.
And so, it's like, what? When he was like, and what's your name? And I was like, it's right here. Read it right here.
Girl. Oh, so he thought he was going to document you and be like, what's your badge number or some shit? Girl.
Who's going to tell? All the people that work for me?
Right.
Everybody out there at that table works underneath me. What the only other person that didn't work underneath me was not even there. So like this is it. Now listen, it's not even that ain't even the issue. But I was just like, what is that gonna do? Like, what are you doing? And like I said, had you just shut the fuck up, I'd have set you back in the queue, and I probably would have just called you up. Just shut people don't know, not people.
When to shut the fuck up.
Students don't know when to shut the fuck up. Like, just be quiet. Like, people are telling me stuff like, oh, well, I got this scholarship, and I was going to blah, 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 blah. Listen, don't tell me about no scholarship that they sent to you. I don't want to know nothing about that. It's not that it's illegal, but I'm just telling you, if you talk to me about this money that you're getting from someplace else, I'm going to assume that you want to give me a check for it, and we're going to go ahead and count this as aid. But okay, I digress. But anyway, a whole lot of that and a lot of, other stuff going on with this new system and all the other crap that's going on. I think I shared with you that I had I don't want to say startling phone call, but I had a phone call that I kind of looked at the phone like, the fuck?
No, you didn't share. What happened then?
Yes, I did. I sent you that screenshot saying that somebody called me.
Oh, yeah. So how did that go?
Just like it happened. I saw they called and I was like, the fuck?
No, I thought you called because my thing was like, so did you call him back? Listen, I'm here to ask the questions.
I'm sorry. Let me answer your question. No.
I mean, that could be the new love of your life.
The new love of my life? Family?
Which one are we talking about?
I would say the one that I sent you a picture of and I circled and said they just called. He was like, you calling them back? And I was like, no. Why?
Oh, wait a minute. Because that name. So here's the thing.
That name is.
You know who that was? I thought there's somebody that we know who is family.
Right.
That has the same name. That's who I thought that was. Now I understand. So hell no, of course you weren't gonna call him back. Because
the fuck.
So my comment to that, when I said, "LOL, are you calling him back?" and I said maybe he changed his everything, I was thinking that was the one with the same name that you used to date or that we knew that's in the thing. So that's what I meant. I was like, why? I mean, this can, maybe he just changed his whole life. Okay, but now I understand the context. And hell no, of course you weren't gonna call him back. That'd be just like if one of my uncles called, I'd be like, I don't. Everybody that I'm connected to that you need to be concerned with is already where they need to be.
Right. Exactly, Eric. Yes, that's exactly, because I was like, the fuck? Anyway.
Right. And I want to confirm because I don't want to put your business in the street. But yeah, I'm like, girl, why ain't nothing to talk about? You said and did everything you needed to do and say, and so now we good. Family be wanting to do crazy shit and then act like time has passed, so we just supposed to be cool now because we got the same grandmother or great grandmother or some shit. And I'm like, that don't mean nothing to me. And it's how I respect you because of how you treat me and vice versa. And you proven to me that you don't respect me, so fuck you.
And so for this particular person, they are literally the one that will be really emotional and be like, I don't understand what's going on. And I'm like,
bitch, you know exactly what the fuck happened. Let's not try to act brand new now.
But the sad part of this is, and I keep saying this, bitch, y'all know who my mother is. While I don't act like her around y'all, bitch, that is my mother. Every fucking thing I do is the same represent. What the fuck did you think my mother would do? What the fuck? Like, what the? Anyway, besides that though, it was all good. But like I said, just a whole lot of like shenanigan-y nonsense, work stuff, and then some family stuff that kind of had a moment. But yeah, it's that sort of stuff. But all in all, it was okay. But it's just been a busy, hellified fucking week. Like I'm working. Like I look up and I'm like, shit, it's 2:00. The day's almost over. Like what the fuck? Like it's just so motherfucking quick and so motherfucking busy. But that's not a bad thing. So, but yes, it was. It's been good. I did have a visitor and.
An adult visitor? Or what kind of visitor are we talking about?
This person was an adult, and I did have a moment where they were honest about some stuff, but I was kind of like, damn, now I got to go replace some shit. Like what the? But okay. But I listen. None of that is for public consumption, but because I'm not like that's not that there's nothing negative about that at all.
No, I mean sometimes you just don't want to.
Yeah, but again, but anyway, but had a lot of conversation with folks, and so it was cool. That's all I got to say for my week. Nobody died, and I'm happy to see both the besties out there. And let me make a correction. So yes, we did lose a family member. One of my besties lost his 4-legged baby. And I want to send my condolences. And even though I did that before, but I still want him to know that he knows that I love him, we love him, and that if he needs something, he knows where I am. So I know we all have our moments where we need to get our bearings together, and I've afforded you that. And so, and everybody needs their space. So handle your business the way you need to handle your business. And, I am here. So that's what we're going to do that with. But anyway, that was my week. How was your week?
My week was fine. Hold on. I've been listening, but I've also been in the process of going back through the archives and pulling awful pictures of myself.
Oh my God, not awful pictures.
Well, every picture ain't a picture. Every picture ain't a painting. So hold on one second. So
that part. Hey, Nichelle. Right. That ain't the part that behooved me. Exactly. Hopefully you relayed all that information, Michelle, to all of your good friends. So,
So this was me homecoming senior year in my best Bill Cosby Heathcliff Huxtable sweater.
That's not a bad picture though.
I just felt like a fat cow in this picture, and I look like Luther Vandross, which to me at the time was not a compliment at all.
Baby, listen, I swear to God, people have told me the same. One of my mom's girlfriends was like, "Girl, you sure you ain't slept with Luther?" And I'm sitting there laughing at the hilarity of it at this particular point. I'm like, "Girl, what? They did what? Luther slept with who?" Oh, girl.
I think, yeah. So no, that was not my favorite picture, nor was this one.
Come on. Oh, so you had a tux with tails. Come on, tux and tails.
Yes. And let's just be clear, neither of the women, I have not seen this woman since high school graduation, but I have nothing against, I just don't have their permission to post their pictures. This woman was my best friend at the time. And so we went to the high school dance together, and that was my senior class ring. So we did this like fake
Wait a minute, you putting it on her finger? That's what you're doing?
It was a joke. That was not the nature of our relationship, even in the slightest. Okay. Not in the slightest was that our relationship. But it was just we both thought it was funny. She even ended up coming to FAMU with me, so she followed. She's like 2 years, she's a year younger than me, so. She after she graduated, she came and followed right behind me.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, so I hated when those pictures came out. That is why for the senior class picture, baby, the way that this picture for my senior class was cropped and primped and everything. This was like the first time
You okay?
Sorry. Yes. It was the first time I ever thought of myself as attractive.
Oh.
Up until then, I just hated, and I still don't love looking at pictures of myself, but I'm 53, and so I've just got to get into what I look like now. But until this picture, I could not stand to take pictures. And I got that from my mother, because my mother also hated to take pictures too. But I could not stand to look at myself. I always thought I looked terrible in my pictures. So this picture right here was taken 30 seconds after I came from the barbershop. So the hair was as fresh as the hair could be. And that tux, I rented a tuxedo, or at least the top half. Well, I rented the whole tuxedo because they wouldn't let you rent the top half. But I rented a tuxedo just so I could look good in the picture. And this was the first time at the age of 18 that 17, that I actually thought that I looked halfway decent.
And it is so funny that like we have, some of the same issues and struggles. Because I remember being in elementary school. I remember trying to take the pictures and trying to, I hated my smile. So I was trying to, in the mirror, trying to, raise my eyebrow up, make it look like,
mm-hmm.
All that. It is so funny. So funny. Oh, my God. And I look back on pictures now, and I'm like,
yeah, I mean, right. It wasn't terrible. I mean,
what was the issue? What, I said this, and I was like, what was the issue? What was really going on? What is it? But listen, I get it, because, I still have those moments now. And so it just is what it is. And, you always absorb stuff around you and take the criticism of somebody. You're like a completely different person there. I don't even know who that is.
This person right here?
Yeah, you look like a completely different person.
It was these... I used to get fixated on things. And in the 10th grade year, the acne was popping all over the forehead. She was just, it was terrible. And I used to love these big ass blue tint glasses.
Oh, okay. All right.
And so you'll notice that even nowadays, like you, well, you don't wear glasses, even though you should. I don't. Well, I mean,
Shut up, bitch.
you like mind your business, but I don't. I tend not to wear. When I was younger, I tended not to wear glasses in my pictures.
Okay.
Because I thought I looked terrible. After that, I was traumatized. I was traumatized after that picture with the big blue glasses on. I was like,
really?
I mean, I'm fine with it now. And this is also part of my therapy. Like for the same reason I call myself fat, as to like take away that power. But I was traumatized after this picture. I was like, I was giving you my best teenage white girl. I'm never coming out of my room again. No. And as much as that is allowed in a Black household.
Well, yeah, okay. All right. Well, yeah.
Because you couldn't fall but so far apart before your parents was like,
get it together, bitch. Or if you don't get it together, I'm gonna get it together for you.
Exactly. But in my own way, I was so mortified that, and the way that this happens is that you don't see these pictures. This was a yearbook picture.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even see this until it was in the fucking yearbook. And I was so traumatized by that picture that's why when it came to time for the senior class picture, that I spent all of that effort on getting better pictures made for my senior, because that was how I wanted to be remembered in that picture.
Wow. Okay. And listen, the picture for me that I hated, the one of the pictures that I hated, that picture of me with my arms crossed, I hated that picture. And everybody loved that picture of me. And I was like, I don't like how I look at it.
I'm sorry. It's so funny because I would look at this and be like, you look really good here.
I hate it. Well, first of all, I was pissed off because every single fucking picture, it seems like I always need a fucking haircut. Like I could never time the fucking haircuts.
This picture looks like, if I didn't know that this picture was from like 1986 or 87, I'd be like, who is this 1930s heartthrob? Because baby, these waves is waving.
Baby, listen,
this is giving me 1920s Langston Hughes speakeasy.
So while I can see that now, at that point I could not see that. But I also hated that picture. And literally, I remember my mother. So this is so funny how trauma, like how it, things people say can traumatize you. I remember my mother saying, like when we got the pictures, she was like, "Oh my God, everybody really likes this picture." And somebody asked me, "Was you gonna model or something like that?" And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "No, I told him you was too fat to model." And I was like, "That." But again, listen, right, wrong, or indifferent, that's still my mama. Now,
of course. Listen, my mother also said hurtful things about my weight too. That's why for the longest time. Like the reason this has turned into therapy session, but Grace said, therapy, internet therapy.
Yeah.
One of the reasons that I celebrated my 50th birthday so big is because my mother used to say, and again, she was a good woman, so I'm not, it sounds crazy in the abstract, but she used to say, "You were so fat, I don't think you'll make it to be 50." So like I celebrated turning 50 because I internalized that. Like I didn't like some of the things, like even some of the financial decisions and stuff that I made, or some of the career decisions that I made and things that I did or didn't do, was because I didn't think that the reason I didn't necessarily have a lot of money in my 401k until recently was because I didn't think I was going to live much past 50. Like I really internalized that. And so, I talk to Pap about this all the time. Like I still am like debating going back to grad school, right? I'm like, well, what's the point of going back to grad school if I'm gonna die in the next 2 years anyway? Because if I go back to grad school now, by the time I graduate, I'll be 55 and then I'll be dead. And then what will have been the point of going to grad school if you die right after that? So, we carry around all of these traumas and things with us all the time.
Yeah, trauma and guilt. I mean, I still feel the guilt of like, the unspoken rule of you're not supposed to leave your family and go someplace else type of thing. And so that it's that sort of trauma that I still hold on to sometimes.
Oh, wait a minute. The girls are posting pictures. So hold on. We got another one. And I remember this beautiful woman.
Come on, Boogikins!
I remember.
Come on, this asymmetrical inverted bob with this girl. Come on, girl.
Yes. I remember this particular person. I remember this haircut had a stranglehold on everybody at Oxon Hill High School.
Yes.
Everybody else, especially our super fans, if y'all got other pictures, we will post them throughout the night.
Yeah, we will. If you post them, we will share them if you'd like, or if you give us instructions not to. But again, I feel like everybody should be able to see some of our beautiful faces, and I think it's amazing. So
yeah, and it's so funny that I feel, that when we talk about these things, all of us carry around, weird traumas or whatever about stuff, and Tyra was such a sweetheart in high. I mean, she still is now. She's just mean as hell, but that's the part that we love.
Listen,
she was the sweetest thing when we were in high school.
Don't nobody say nothing about Tyra, baby. Listen, I will stand next to her and I will cuss her out in her ear. She can cuss me out of my ear, but baby, let some other bitch come up and say something. I'll be like,
oh, some other bitch come up and say something. It's on site.
Like, bitch, I don't even know you, bitch. You better get the fuck up out of here, bitch. You get ready to be dead. I'm getting ready to dead you in like 20 minutes.
Right.
Actually, more like 1 minute and then 19 minutes while you sit there and gurgle on the blood in your throat. But that's just but I don't want to get that graphic. I'm just saying.
Right.
But
so so in terms of my week, child, it's the same bullshit. More bullshit today. Whatever. I have just decided that I am going to. I got like 3 toes out the door.
Okay.
Already.
Okay.
So as long as my paycheck continues to come regularly, and I will say that although the foolishness continues, I feel like my boss understands that she can't talk to me any old kind of way. So that's the victory that I will take. She still say the same bullshit, but it is in a softer tone. So I'm gonna take that as the win for the moment, because you can't say bullshit and talk. You're gonna have to, because one of these things is gonna find you. One of these things is gonna have me saying, you know what, girl, I can leave right now, and then all of this shit that I'm doing, you can do. Because I leave, all of the shit that I'm handling, all of these balls that I'm juggling in the air, a lot of women, and as I told you this, I was like, one of the issues is that you aren't even aware of all of the stuff that I and the rest of the team manage for you. But we'll start keeping you in the loop on all these 3 things. And so now she's like, why are you telling me all this? I was like, this because you
apparently think we sitting around fucking around doing nothing, which is the same issue I have with my boss. But again, it's okay. I mean, it's cool. But right. I guarantee you, if I walked out that motherfucker, you would feel that I've gone. And,
it wouldn't be easy to pick it all back up because there's just so many things.
And the other part is, guess what? Every fucking thing I brought up in this bitch, I'm taking out there with me. So all of the shit that I've done for you, the work of it, bitches.
Well, see, the problem is when I leave, I'm be going to another group, so I can't be but so funky. But best believe, when I leave and move to another group, don't be calling me, asking me for, hey, Brian, remember, how do we do the dust? And so I was like, I don't work for this group anymore. Get somebody else to do it.
That's the thing. Everybody's supposed to be so nice and cordial. Can you tell me how to do this? I don't even remember. You just left last week. You know what? And I turned that side of my brain off. I don't remember.
I have done that, but I've moved on to another group, and they call, or I leave a job, and they like my old boss called me and was like, "Hey, when did you start with us?" And so, and I like this guy, but I was like, "It's been like 3 weeks, Mike, and I do not remember none of that shit." I'm sorry.
I mean, it ain't a whole lie, but whatever.
Right, and I wasn't trying to be shady. I was just like, bitch, I honestly don't remember what the fuck it was because I don't work there no more. That shit fell out my brain.
I don't remember.
All right, so let's get into a few Instagrams because we got a hard stop at 9:30.
Yes. Baby, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and share with y'all. I came back home. I knew my baby needed some food, but baby, she has a feeder. When I came home, not only was the feeder empty, but she had licked all the motherfucking crumbs. It looked like it was bread.
That cat was like,
so I gotta go up
meow. Meow, bitch.
And get her some damn food.
You got one more meow before it's about to be on in this apartment.
Shit. So listen, I gotta make sure I get up there because she gonna make it through the night.
Right. All right. So the first one.
Okay. You time travel.
I don't need. We can read. So you can time travel to 5 years ago, and you can slap yourself and say 3 sentences, hug yourself and say 1 sentence, communicate silently using facial expressions for only 5 minutes, say nothing, and give yourself $5,000. Which and why?
So we have to choose one or just
choose one of the. You're going to try time travel to 5 years ago, so that's 2019, and do one of these 4 things.
I would do A, slap myself and say 3 sentences. 5 years ago, I would have been at my old job in DC.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would have been at my old job in DC. And I would have told myself, just stay here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't move.
Mm-hmm.
It will be worth it. That's it.
Hold on. First of all, pause. Nichelle said, I will never show my crooked ass asymmetrical from high school. No, I will not. Do it. Do it.
Come on, Nichelle. You can go. You can share your pictures, boo. Mm-hmm.
Right. So you would slap yourself and say 3 things. What was the third one?
It'll be worth it.
Okay. I would do the same thing because 5 years ago was 2019. Mm-hmm. September of 2019, I had just started that job at United Airlines and I was loving it. But who would have known that 7 months later, the whole world would fall apart?
Yeah.
So I would say something about that.
Was it 18 or 19?
2019.
2019. Okay.
So I would have said what, and it didn't say how long the sentence would have to be, bitch, because listen, I'll give you a long run. I'll give you a long ass run on sentences with no periods or commas or nothing that conveys a whole bunch of shit in one fucking sentence. So I'm gonna give you that as 1. 2, it would have been an affirmation. It would have been 1, a warning about what was coming. 2, knowledge that you're going to get through it, because for all of the reasons, like, remember, we turned 50 in 2021. So there was, in 2020, there was significant concern. There was like, well, maybe my mama was going to be right that I wasn't going to be 50, but it had nothing to do with my weight, no way. So I should have lived it up in the first fucking place.
Right. Is this the end of the world or not? You know.
Right. And so to know in 2019 that it's about to be some crazy shit that's going to happen, but just follow your heart and you are going to make it. You will be okay. You're going to literally lie awake at night and literally be up for hours. I think I told you about this, how like I couldn't sleep at night 4 times because I was less worried about me and more worried about what would happen to you and what would happen to Kendra and all of the people that I love, because I thought we were in the middle of an extinction level event for the human species. I literally thought that. The numbers started picking up and like people, I mean, because there's always like, random people die from the flu every year.
Yeah.
We started to know people that were dying like immediately, like we started to, and I was like, okay, girl, is this about to be the end of the human species?
Yeah, because I remember having people call me because I think that was I think around that time that's when I actually had caught COVID, and I remember everybody calling me, and I was like, I kept thinking to myself, and maybe I was downplaying, but I was like, girl, it's just a cold. Like I was in my mind, I was like, girl, it's just cold. You'll be fine. You feel fine. You ain't dying. You ain't, like, I kept saying it to myself, but all the care and the attention, and everybody was making. It was like they kind of made me snap into it and be like, what the fuck? And I was also behind the motherfucking bubble wall, the fucking plastic curtain, which still irritated me to this day. But yes, yeah. That was
so we got to go back. We got to go back one because we have a new entry in the back in the day, and this is Desmond.
Child, come listen. Wait, so that's good, Des. Okay, so yeah, come on now, go to that next one. Now that right there, that's Lester. That's Lester right there. He got them funky winker beans on, baby. That's Lester right there. That is good old Lester.
I love this picture so much.
Come on, Lester.
And this herringbone chain. This, did anybody ever tell you look kind of like Tupac in this picture?
Baby, listen, let me tell you something. Philadelphia and that herringbone chain, and if it was wide and flat, baby, listen, that was everything. And mine just happened to have a little inscription all the way around it and everything. Listen, baby, listen.
My mother didn't allow us to wear a lot of jewelry. One, that was because we grew up in the 80s and, bitch, I wanted a fat gold chain so much. But also it was her own inherited trauma from her mother not allowing her to wear jewelry. So it's interesting what becomes a thing you can't do and how you pass that on. So, and now I'm fine with it. I don't feel bad about it at all now because my thing for not wearing jewelry is because I'm not spending a lot of money. Like when I see somebody that was like, remember when my ex got me that black pearl bracelet that I subsequently lost like right after we broke up? But that's probably the most expensive piece of jewel. Is that the most pieces? Well, that was only $200, so not that much. But like when girls be like, yes, girl, this bracelet is like $5,000. And I'm like, there's just no way that I would spend that much money on a piece of jewelry, but sure.
I don't know, because when the last girl that I dated, I spent probably $500 on a nice gold bracelet that she still has to this day. She still has it.
She better.
I mean, she's married with kids.
When it comes to 3-year-old Kanaya, Michael, you are not the father. And when it comes to 3-year-old Elijah,
you are the father.
Michael, you are not the father.
Whenever I see these, right, I'm always like, these have to be scripted because these people, they're terrible actors. So, and I this is why I hated this show because this show was filmed in like Stamford, Connecticut, right? So if you lived in Chicago or wherever these people live, they fly you
right
and put you up in a hotel. And so for them, this was like a cute little vacation. Because I just have to believe that none of these people would, even if the dude was as dirty as he said he would, I have to believe that at least some of these mothers were like, there's no way that I'm going to find out for the first time after having slept with 25 dudes and brought 24 of them on show. I'm not going to wait to find that out. So it's just amusing to me and awful and terrible. And so I'm glad that show isn't on the air anymore.
I don't know what's worse, this show or motherfucking
Paternity Court.
No, not Paternity Court. The other one. the judge who was the mayor. I mean, he was a lawyer and he was a judge in Detroit. What's his name with the glasses?
Joe Brown?
No, not white guy with the glasses. Not Maury. The other one, the other late night.
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer.
Oh,
Jerry Springer was absolute baby the drunk. And then the funny thing is, bitch, when you start knowing people on the show, you be like, bitch, I know. Is that?
Especially when they had the girls on the show, you'd be like, bitch, I know her.
Girl, listen. Listen, my besties is out here. Listen, with Miss Motherfucking from Philadelphia, Miss God damn it. Cheeks, the hair start with a B. Was it Sabrina or Stephanie? I think it was Miss Stephanie. Des, help me. I think it was Miss Stephanie. When she popped up, the girl came out. All of a sudden, she just popped in her face like, "Wow!" I said, "Oh my god! Like what the fuck?" Brittany. That's what it was. Miss Brittany. Brittany was on that show, and when I say she turned that motherfucker out, and you sitting there like, and then you're like, "But wait, I can't move the camera. I gotta see. Listen. It's a lot. It's a lot."
So quickly, you somehow managed to win $500 million. How are you sitting in your manager's chair waiting to put in your 2 weeks notice? Your choices are positions 1 through 9.
I would say 7. Maybe even 8.
Bitch, I want to be clear.
But
if I have won $500 million, there is no 2 weeks notice, because what they gonna do? Not recommend you for your next position? The fuck? Bitch, the nicest thing I'm going to do is, because I have a couple of besties at the job, is I'm going to let them know that I'm not coming back no more. I ain't calling my boss because I don't fuck. I don't care what they think. I want my friends at work to know that when I fell off of the face of the earth, ain't nothing wrong with me.
Oh, no. I am definitely going to go in there and have that conversation. Be like, hey, look here, bitch. I'm out this motherfucker. How about that? Y'all, listen, y'all take it easy. I'm going to be greasy.
I would send the nastiest, funkiest, well-written chat GPT, edited Dear Amtrak letter. Girl, the way I would turn these girls off. But yeah, I'm not sitting in nobody's office. They'll be like, "Oh, we want the computer back." I'm like, "Girl, send the box to me, because I'm not coming back to the office for nothing. You can have this box, you can have this badge, you can have all this shit." If I win $500 million,
yeah, you better send something where I ain't got to do. I can just sit outside my door. They can come pick it up, because I don't want to have to drive nowhere. I don't want to do all that shit.
Right.
I don't want to do all that shit.
Plus, now I'm already in hiding because, all these relatives that I don't talk to, I know for a fact that them hoes will all come out of the woodwork. So
we just try to do the best we can to save them. And if the place happens to belong to a childless cat lady,
because, listen, I
would be suing the DMC so fiercely right now, because, this is a pool feed, right? So these aren't the individual cameras. They were all showing the exact same thing. And so they were all focused.
The way.
The edit was so vicious.
Got to be more careful.
Yeah. You're just sitting there at the convention rooting for Kamala and catching strays.
Would you rather have no heat in the winter or no AC in the summer?
Bitch, no AC in the summer. Bitch, I'm not going to be cold. Bitch, I am not going to be cold. Now, bitch, I'll be hot, but bitch, I'm not going to be cold. Damn that, bitch. Absolutely not. Nope.
I look at it as trying to sleep. I could sleep if it's cold because no one said you don't have covers. It just says it's cold and you don't have no heat. So, bitch, I will put on this big ass coma blanket and I'll be all right. But in the hunt, I'm not saying you've never, but I know you have never lived in Tallahassee, Florida, in the middle of a Tallahassee summer with no fucking AC at night, and you were just sitting there slowly simmering in your own juices.
No, I have not, but I'm gonna tell you what I have done. I have lived in a house with a plastic sofa cover, and I had to lay on that motherfucker to go to sleep.
Oh, Jesus.
So, bitch, yes.
We all have our own pain, I guess.
That part.
Come on. Can I play? I'm in the middle of a...
So remember we were talking about Big Brother, Little Brother?
Oh, yeah.
Would you?
Come on.
That's what
Can I play? I'm in the middle of a game.
Let me play one game.
No, not right now. I'm in the middle of a game.
Play.
Hey, stop! No. Okay, fine. No, you can play. No. Don't. Stop. Here. You can play. Come on.
So anybody who has a little brother or sister is familiar with being this guy.
Bitch, I was the little brother.
I know. And there are lots of younger siblings who know what this is because they be doing it. They be sitting there like, because you can hit it in mine. It was like, this didn't really hurt, but I'm about to ruin his whole fucking world. I'm about to ruin her whole fucking world. And they be getting real dramatic with the cry. It does the exact same thing where it slowly starts to build in volume and everything. And your mother coming in like, what is going on in here? And you would have thought he had stabbed this man in his whole chest instead of just lightly tapped him.
Baby, listen, it was so deep. My sister would be crying into a motherfucking bath towel because she was crying that much. Oh, my mother. Oh, I wasn't shit. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't shit.
Awful, just awful.
Oh.
All right, we're going to no mortgage payment. You got to pick two. No mortgage payment, build your dream home for free, no bills, $15,000 a month for life, live without it. We've already done this one like this before, so we're going to skip on.
Finally got to experience my first glory hole, kind of. So let's talk about it and rate it 1 through 10. So I actually found this glory hole on Yelp in Seattle, Washington.
So this to be clear, this young man is doing a review of a glory hole that he found on Yelp. So are we all on the same page?
And it had pretty good reviews. So I sent a few emails. We chatted a few texts. The customer service was great, 10 out of 10. It was inside of an adult store. So right when I got there, I talked to the cashier. I told her about my appointment and she sent me on my way. As soon as I walked in, they had big screen 4K TVs playing adult videos so you can get ready and excited for your appointment. Now, I just had a feeling that this was way too good to be true. So I kind of peeped through the hole and I seen big like Nike Blazer shoes. Like they look like a size 13. Then I was like, hold on. So I look all the way through the hole as much as I can. All I could see was like a white hairy arm with red fuzzy hair. I kind of got angry. I was crashing out and punching the wall and cussing him out. He wasn't really saying anything, but I can hear him backing up. And I realized it's not even his fault. This is what he does. This is his job. He catches loads every day. So I went back out to the cashier and told her what happened. And she told me, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you knew and there's no refunds. All payments are final.
I thought this was a joke at first, but I think he's serious. And I think he's just that dumb.
I like you, I thought this can't be real. Like this, I was waiting. This has to be a skit. I was waiting for the punchline. Like I was waiting for something.
But the bloody knuckles and everything leads me to believe that this shit actually happened.
Right. Then I got to a point where I was kind of like, he's he's clueless.
Oh,
Like,
the baby is slow. The child is slow, and in an attempt to chase clout or do your own, I guess he's the Keith Lee of glory holes or whatever. You know, I just like, what now? So yeah, okay.
And a lot of women may not agree with me when I say this. Cheating is no longer a deal breaker for me in a relationship.
No,
it's no longer a deal breaker. If he had a mishap or whatever, I understand that we are humans.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, of course, I haven't been in that situation.
Right.
But I used to be like, oh, hell, I would never. Oh, no. But now, as you think about just life, I don't think that I would be like, this is it.
Right.
Because I just don't. And I've grown into that type of thing because that is mature. And I would want him, if something were to happen, hopefully open communication, that we could actually say, hey, this is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Can you forgive me or whatever? And vice versa, just because there is a level of love there.
But that comes from
open communication. You have to.
To see the full episodes,
couldn't be me.
I don't know. While it would not be my preference, I think that.
Thank you, Boozy Girl.
Just be silent. But I feel like.
I want to be clear that she's not talking about an open relationship.
Well, again, if you're at a point with someone where you are talking about love and you've been with them, and to be absolutely 100% transparent, I would be pissed like nobody's business. And when I say pissed, I would be pissy for quite some time. Like, it would take me a minute to kind of get past it. And until I got past it, I would make their lives absolutely miserable because I can. Just because I can. But I think in the end, either I choose to be with them or I choose not to. And if I choose to be with them, then I'm going to have to get over that.
Yeah, and so if you don't have an issue with it, then don't call it cheating, because it's not cheating. It's just an agreement that, I mean, in the same way that you don't have to tell me what you have for lunch every fucking day. You know, if you all have an agreement that you can stick your dick wherever you want to stick it, and we maintain our love here, and I can slide down on whatever dick I find, appetizing in the moment, as long as we maintain the solidarity of our love, that's okay. But I get the feeling that that's not what they're talking about. I think that this is part of this whole submissive women, a man is going to be a man kind of thing. And that because a lot of dudes I feel like are going to see this and be like, yeah, it's because I go, and what seems like slip up. I was like, you don't slip up into someone else's vagina or mouth or wherever you put that. That's not a slip up. I mean, that doesn't happen.
And you don't do it deep and consecutively.
Exactly. But I feel like a lot of dudes that would be fine with that would have a problem if she had a mishap and found herself, with or whatever. So this whole, I just was interested in what you would think about that. So,
me and my family are still in the DMV, and there's a few things I want to talk about.
Well, so let's pause here. So we know who Keith Lee is, and y'all, he's in DC or was in DC.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had said on a post on Facebook that all of these spots with the grass walls and the neon signs should be quaking in their boots. And several people, well, Ronald Matters actually posted that, and I responded to his post about this, saying that all those guys with the grass walls and the neon signs should be quaking their boots. And several people said, yeah, and Ooz and Oz should probably just close their doors for like the next 6 weeks. So anyway, I want you to listen to this, what he has to say.
So let's talk about it. I know we only posted about 3 spots from Washington, but we went to about 12, and we made a decision as a family and as a team, and also a personal decision to not post most of them. So out of those 12, I probably only got like 1 or 2 more that I'm gonna post. And the reason for that, a lot of those videos, in my opinion, aren't constructive at all. And before the narrative start, I'm gonna show a few clips of the places that we did go to. And again, I don't think they're constructive. So for privacy of the restaurants that we went to, I'm not gonna say what restaurant it is. I'm gonna just show you a little bit of our personal experience. It's the whitening with the sweet potatoes and mac and cheese. Fortunately, I won't be trying any of it. As always, I ain't trying to be rude. I'm just be honest. The smell of this, insane. This perforated the whole car immediately. So much so that my family went back in and asked if they fried it in the same grease that they did the shellfish. And come to find out, they do. And it smelled like it. It smells like shellfish. It smells like frozen fish. It smells like fish. It smells almost unedible, in my opinion. I don't want to smoke. The entire customer service experience, in my opinion and in my family's opinion, was completely unprofessional. It said on the IG that they opened at 1 o'clock. The truck didn't open up until 2:15. It took about 45 minutes. When they went back to go get the food, they saw her preparing it. No gloves, no washing hands, grabbing money, grabbing strawberries, grabbing Fruity Pebbles, and putting it on top of our food.
Chicken tastes weird.
The reason there's no food in my hand is because a lot of the restaurants we've been recommended since we've been here look like this. And I'm not the target audience just based on the pictures.
With her hand! She was putting her hand in the cereal box. Her hand!
Another thing, we don't think they got running water. How is she cooking in the back? That's what I'm saying. How she cleaning?
And I did have a question. Do you guys have running water?
I ain't got no point to lie. We just out here eating food, praying, staying with our families, minding our business. We also went to a lot of places that were recommended. That's one thing that I really want to make clear in this video, is that we went to places that were recommended and we did a lot of research. We've been here for a week, and every day since we've been here, we've been in the Sprinter for at least 10 hours a day, just going around trying food, driving an hour to each spot. And since we've been here, we've been blessing up to sow $30,000 to various restaurants around the DMV. So I don't appreciate it, and I don't think it's fair that we getting criticized for not doing research or not going to a lot of restaurants in DC or the DMV area. I've noticed how the media has been pushing since we've been here. A lot of media outlets picked up on the fact that I said restaurants out here, in my opinion, tend to lean towards promoting alcohol more than they promote food. That's been headlines more than us being in the actual city and being blessed enough to touch the people that we touch. We ran to a lot of people that was extremely nice. We even went to a comedy show randomly, but that's another reason why I'm keeping most of those videos, to protect the restaurant owners, because it's not going to be constructive and it's just going to be them getting tore down. And I don't want that. Past those 12 videos, I still got about 6 or 7, and I'm going to be releasing those throughout the next couple of days. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
I mean, color me shocked.
But when he said most of the restaurants, food looks like, that's exactly what. Yep.
That's what the food looked like, because you know when the girls. So if people say a couple of things, and there are 2 restaurants, one is your Uncle Benjamin's bowl of chili. If they say that is the bomb, I'm like immediately, no, I know you can't.
I am judging you.
I'm judging you. If you say that is your favorite spot, I'm judging the shit out of you. And if you love the oohs and ahs, if you go to the place and he was like, ooh, ah, girl, I know that you can't cook, and I know your taste buds are terrible. Because the one time I went there, like, bitch, why is this pork chop pink on the inside? And I don't mean, because like apparently we can eat pork that's supposed to be like a little pink or whatever, but girl, this shit was it was uncooked, and it wasn't even, it was pricey for what the fuck we got. And all these little food trucks, because see, that's what happened, is that that's what going back to the other video, that's what I should have said. I should have been like, find Epic and open a food truck. No, find Epic, get a PPE loan and open a food truck. Because that's what these kids did. Got a PPE loan or something, open a food truck, because it don't take a lot to open a food truck around here. And these kids, be cooking the same shit. That's why when like some black people was like, oh, I don't eat certain white people food, I was like, I don't eat certain black people food.
Baby, listen, you better
Cause I see the way y'all keep housing. I see the places that y'all go. I see y'all opening these restaurants and handling the food with no, and you know, because of somebody grandmama, you think it's all right. But that might be all right if you're having food at your house. But if you got a restaurant, your grandmama need to have on gloves and a hairnet.
Yeah, that is one of the things for me. If I'm cooking something at my house, I'm like, this is how I cook in my house. So
right.
But again, not everybody's going to want to eat in my house, just like I don't want to eat in everybody else's house. But again, I do have that disclaimer. Like, listen,
wait a minute, the Bougie girl got strong feelings about Keith Lee.
Oh, okay, well, all right.
People do. I just, here's my thing about it. I enjoy going out to eat, right? But I don't want to be close up in here while you're eating food.
We got 9 minutes.
What?
We got 9 minutes before this 9:30 because I got this 9:30 part.
Hey, John.
What?
There's certain things I can't do now when I vacation. When I was 17, 18, my friend Chuck had a beach house on the Indiana Dunes. And the Indiana Dunes, it's like, whatever, it's a beach.
A beach in Indiana?
Indiana touches Lake Michigan.
That doesn't mean there's beaches. There's beaches by the ocean and the seas. Why would there be a beach on a lake? Of rocks? Of rocks? What are you talking about?
You are the worst person to listen to a story. I've always hated you.
Finish your story. You were at some beach in a landlocked state.
This is the Indiana Dunes National Park. There are miles and miles of beaches.
But it's sand?
Sand is usually created by years of erosion from rocks, and so it's small
ocean.
rock. How do you think the water in the ocean works differently than water in a lake?
Because in an ocean, there's waves and currents.
In Lake Michigan, which is one of the largest lakes in the world, you think there's no waves. You think that Lake Michigan is perfectly
no, I
still.
guess there are
a
waves
giant. There's certain things I can't do now when I'm.
So all I'm gonna say here is that I agree with the guy in the white, because when we went to Toronto, I mean, I had been to Chicago before, obviously, but I had never been like to the beach, and it just looked like the beach of Chicago just looked like a place where they threw sand.
That's it, and
it don't look. No way would I be able to close my eyes and pretend I'm in Fort Lauderdale or Miami or whatever. And when we went to Toronto, I think this was before you pledged, Onyx. We went to Toronto for Toronto Leather Pride, and they kept saying we was going to go to the nude beach. And I was like, what beach is there in Toronto? And they were like, on Lake Ontario, whatever lake and so on. I was like, that is a lake. That is not the ocean, girl. That is not the beach. But like, it's a beach. And I'm like, so yes, there is waves and there is sand and rocks and shit. But it was not giving beach in the. Listen, don't get me wrong. I had a wonderful time. We had a nice time, but girl, it was not giving beach in the way that if I say beach, you are not thinking of Lake Ontario or Lake Michigan. You are thinking of Florida. So I get it. I was like, because when these girls in the Midwest we talk about the beach, I'm like, I hear that technically your definition is correct.
Right.
It's the letter of the law versus the spirit of the law. The letter of the law, yes, that is a beach.
Right.
The spirit of the law, that ain't no beach.
Yeah, no.
A beach has sand as far as the eye can see.
But you only got sand to the corner. Make a light. Make a laugh at the light.
You're right. You are beachy, exactly, beachy. So anyway, let's we'll get to most of these stories next week. We've had a lovely time talking about our lives
Listen, and that's what the fuck we doing. Listen, we ain't gonna get to these stories. We just glad y'all here. So listen, share some more pictures that y'all want us so we get to know who you guys are, and we know who you guys are. But let's share amongst ourselves. Everybody doesn't necessarily know everybody, so share with us.
Yes,
share.
All right, let's get to this bean footage.
Yep.
Well, all right. The cat is probably, you know, sitting there like, you ready to go, motherfucker? You ready to go?
I felt so bad. I swear to God, it's like look like a brand new. Like she licked all the little crumbs out.
The shit was so shiny.
Like it was like, because you know, like little particles from the little dry food, all that. So that shit's gone. It's gone.
That cat is looking at you like, bitch, you got one time. I swear to God, I'm gonna steal your breath in your sleep. I swear to God.
Do that because she don't remember. She don't like. I don't let her in my room when I go to sleep. No. I did that the other night. I fell asleep on the couch with the bedroom door open. Baby, I rolled to that bedroom and she was laid there in the middle of the bed, perched out like, I don't sleep in my clothes nor with my clothes. But bitch, these are mine. Now get the fuck out.
Right.
So,
well, it has been fun, kids. I have really enjoyed our conversation, this walk down memory lane. And as Epic said,
Bougie, you can't take my baby.
Right, Bougie girl. Poor baby is just sitting there, stomach all turned inside out from cramps and everything. He digging through the cabinets like, bitch, we ain't got no tuna, no peanut butter, no nothing in this bitch.
Oh no, she don't get no. I don't play them games. I don't give she gets no food. She gets cat food. She doesn't get any cooked. No, I don't do that. I won't.
Well, all right. Well, we got 1 minute. So I have really enjoyed this conversation. Please feel free to message us on Facebook with your high school or any pictures that you are okay with us sharing. Because again, this is the BGKH show. Don't send us the pictures if you don't want us to share them. Because I mean, that's sort of the whole point. No shade, because I'm not forcing you to send your picture, but you know, just like. Remember back in the day, like some of the models for the gear show will be like, oh, but you can't use my picture. It's like, bitch, the fuck?
I'm going to go and shuffle you to the back here. Thank you so much. Baby.
Right. Girl, just hold this fucking gift certificate and get off our goddamn stage.
But, you know, keep it light and fluffy, light and friendly, and, you know.
Enjoy this weekend, baby, because I am on vacation. Like I said, I ain't got to worry about this bitch until Tuesday, so I'm going to be up all night. I'm about to fuck some brownies up and some ice cream, melting, you know, heat the brownies up, put a little ice cream on it and enjoy that. And, you know, get my fat ass onto this sofa and just fat ass for a few hours.
I don't know if I like the warm brownie. I like mine a little room temperature, but you know, it's okay.
What? No, the ice cream gotta melt a little bit. So then you can get like a scoop of the ice cream and it melts with,
I feel like I'm a purist or a naturalist on the brownie part. I don't want no ice cream one. I just want it by itself. I just want to be able to taste all the flavors.
I mean, everyone is allowed their wrong opinion, so that's good.
But it's okay if it works for you. That's all that matters.
It is all that matters.
It's yours. It's yours that you're going to be slurping down all that chocolate milk. It's all right. That's all right.
Exactly. Well, all right, love, you got to get to the store because they can't murder you. So thank y'all for coming out. God bless you and good night. Bye.